So, are you guys ready for my Hermes bag review? Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be an Hermes bag review. So about a while ago, a year and a half to be exact, I did purchase my first Hermes handbag. And it's quite a roller coaster of a ride. It was kind of a particular experience. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you all about and show you all my bag and just share my experience with you all. So without further ado, let's get started. So this all happened like spur of the moment. It was actually like, now that I think about it, an impulse buy. But so I did purchase my very first Hermes bag, and what I decided to go for, spoiler alert, it's not a Kelly nor a Birkin, but what I did decide to go for is the Hermes Vespa. So just very quickly, this is, like I mentioned, the Hermes Vespa in size 29. It is Epsom leather and it's in my favorite Hermes color, blue jean. So guys, for any of you who do watch my video on a regular basis, this is the part of the video where I give you all my little spiel about the history of the Vespa and so on and so forth. And I did try my best to do research on this bag. However, I did not find anything about the Hermes Vespa. There was a lot about the Italian Vespas in Italy that they use for transportation. Not what I was looking for. So if any of you do know anything about the Vespa, please let me know. What I did find out was that it is a discontinued bag, obviously, and it was around in the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken, and they decided to discontinue this bag. I don't know exactly when, so unfortunately you cannot buy it from boutique anymore. I didn't buy mine from boutique. Mine was it was pre-loved basically, and it was in horrible condition. Like, I got a very good deal on this bag, but it looked nothing like it does today. So when I did see this bag online, I did love the vibe of the bag. I like how it's like casual crossbody. It kind of looks and reminds me of the Evelyn, and I love the Evelyn so much. It even made my 2023 wish list. So it was a bag, or it is a bag that like I'd be interested in acquiring one day. What I did like about this one compared to the Evelyn, everyone knows about the Evelyn. Everyone recognizes the Evelyn. It has the huge like perforated H logo, so it's kind of hard not to be able to tell that it is a Hermes. Whereas this one, the Vespa, is more known. It's discontinued. It's more subtle. It has this little chain that kind of tells you it's an Hermes bag. But other than that, you can't really tell. It looks similar to an Evelyn, but not quite like it. So I really did like the look and the subtlety of this bag, if I'm being honest. So they were selling this bag on a resale website for 1,500 Canadian dollars, and the bag was really not in great condition. It was but really beat up, if you ask me. The whole front of the bag was scratched. There were little holes in like the corners up here. The bottom of the bag was ruined as well. It was really like it had been used and abused for quite some time. I don't know who the previous owner was, but like the leather was all dried out. It wasn't very clean looking. It just wasn't really in the greatest of conditions, which explains the price. So I had always wanted to like try a bag like spa, or like getting an old or beat up bag and like getting it treated or re-dyed and brought back to life, basically revamp it. So I thought this would be a fun experience to try it with this bag. So why not try bag respawing with a cheaper or a less expensive bag, you ask? My husband asked me the same exact question, and you know, as much as I would like to say or give an exciting answer like where's the thrill in that, well, I don't know. I just didn't think about it. It wasn't impulse buy, like I said, so I really just didn't think it through. I liked the bag. The price was good. I thought it would be a fun experience, and I just went for it basically. And to be fair, before adding it to cart, I did look around a little bit and on the internet, and I found Vespas in better condition that were easily 1 to 2,000 Canadian dollars more than what I paid. and ones in similar condition that had to be respawned were significantly more expensive as well. So I just thought that, you know what, this is a good deal, let's do it, let's go for it. So once I did receive the bag and I saw what condition it was in with my own eyes, and like I got to feel and touch the bag, I basically wrote to a leather specialist, but he was a specialist more for shoes at the time. I didn't really realize, and he did. I sent pictures and everything. He quoted me $225 to re-spa the whole bag, the whole treatment and everything, plus taxes. So I thought that was a pretty fair price, and I did think I was going to save a bunch of money going this route. I was curious, however, because I had heard that Hermes does re-spa their bags. So I did visit an Hermes boutique just to like get a quote on how much it would be to like re-spa the whole bag. So what they did was a really cool and fun experience. What they do is they take your bag, they ship it to Paris, their workshop in Paris, where they kind of like assess the situation and they get back to you with a quote. If you do agree and you decide to go through with it, well, they go through with the changes and whatever, so forth, and then they ship you back the bag. If you decide not to go on with their quote and what their estimations, they simply ship you back the bag. So it took a while. It took over a month for Hermes to get back to me with their quote, and what they did quote me was in the vicinity, I don't remember exactly, I wish I had like better prepared for this video, but they did quote me around the 1,000 Canadian dollar mark. And what they were going to do is they were going to re-dye, recondition the whole bag. They were going to change all the trimming around the bag. So for that, they did quote me $1,000, like I mentioned. And although it was very kind of Hermes, and maybe for another bag or another situation, I would have decided to go and continue with them, I just found it, in my opinion, just unjustifiable to spend that much on like re-spaing and refurbishing the bag. I mean, I could have gotten a Vespa in better condition for what I paid plus what Hermes was quoting me. It just defeated the whole purpose of the experience I wanted to have with like re-spaing a bag. So about a year later, I finally decided to do something about my old Vespa that was like laying in my house once I finally received it from Hermes. And so I decided to bring it to that leather specialist I mentioned earlier in the video. Unfortunately, when I got there, he just refused to work on my leather bag. He said he no longer worked on leather handbags and really just specialized in shoes. So I was disappointed, especially because I had taken the time and energy to write to him a year prior. But no problem, he was kind enough to give me or refer me to another leather specialist, and this time this man or leather specialist, he did specialize in all types of leathers, whether it was couches, jackets, luxury or designer shoes, handbags. This is not the first Hermes handbag he had to treat. So he did refer me to him, and it did turn out fine. It cost me 175 Canadian dollars plus tax to revamp the whole bag, and that includes the dyeing, the reconditioning. So I mean, very affordable. In the end, the price I did get for this Vespa, which is really the goal of this whole experience, I did save money going this route than buying it in a better condition to begin with. So here is the finished product of the bag, like I said. And as you can see, the leather, like the front of the bag is exceptional. There are no more like scratches or anything. Obviously, the metal of the chain is a little banged up, but like there's nothing we can do about that. And really, honestly, that does not bother me at all. The little holes obviously are still there, but because they are re-dyed and reconditioned and rehydrated, I mean, they don't show as much. And what he did warn me about, however, is as you can see, the stitching of the bag is like in this ivory color. So it was very, very difficult for him to like get close to the stitching without dyeing it. But he did the best he could, and honestly, I'm very happy. As you can see, it's not perfect at the top, but it's very minimal. You hardly can tell. Considering the condition this bag was when I first received it, I mean, this is perfect. And like, let's remember, it is a vintage, like pre-loved bag. So I mean, it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to have some life in it. And that's really what I love about this bag. It looks like it has a story, a journey, and it's a Hermes bag on top of it. But like I said, the corners of the bag, the bottom of the bag is perfect. You know, my husband is a very tough critic, and when he saw this bag after it was re-dyed and reconditioned and everything, he was very impressed. Like, I was even impressed to see how impressed he was. So honestly, I really can't complain. So now let's just take a look at the bag itself. As you can see, the front is just kind of like simple. It is kind of narrow, a tiny bit more narrow at the top than at the bottom. So it is kind of like, if you will, a pear shape, but not exactly. But you get it. It's a little more narrow at the top and wide at the bottom. And it's very simple in the front. There's no like H logo or perforations or holes or anything. You just have this little like chain that kind of helps you close the bag. The sides are very plain as well. The bottom of the bag is plain and simple. And the back of the bag, you can also, honestly, it looks like it's almost like you can wear it either this on this side or the other side, and both look very cool and subtle. But the back of the bag really has nothing except for this little button, but there is no Hermes name or logo embossed or engraved into the button. It's silver hardware. The bag does have a strap, so you can wear it crossbody or over your shoulder. The strap, however, is not adjustable nor removable, so you're you're stuck with this strap no matter what. But honestly, the length of for me anyway, I measure 5'6", 5 feet 6 inches, and it's perfect for me. I have no trouble throwing it over my shoulder or crossbody. As you can see, the strap is in more of like, it's blue jean as well, but it is in a canvas material. And it does have these leather little tabs at the end. As for the inside of the bag, it's very simple, honestly. The inside of the bag is not dyed. It's basically in basically the other side of the leather, so like the suede part side, and it's undyed, so it's a little, this bag has been used before, so it's supposed to be beige, but it's like a little darker beige, because as you can see, it's been used before. But honestly, that really does not bother me at all. And there is this huge pocket. I'm just going to try to show you that. I don't know if you can see, but there is an interior pocket in the bag, and the outside of the pocket is in their canvas, the same canvas they use for their dust bags. So that's very cool. My bag specifically came with a box and with the original dust bag. As for the exact dimensions of the bag and the shoulder drop of the strap, I don't know the exact numbers by heart. I do have them. It is the Vespa 29, but I do have the exact dimensions. I will put them in the description box below. And as for what fits in the bag, a bit like the Evelyn, I mean, it's a nice size bag, don't get me wrong, but however, it is kind of thin, so you can't put your whole life in here without it losing its shape. I don't like when my bag starts to change shape and take the shape of the objects I have in my bag. I just like when it stays in its original shape and it keeps its original silhouette. So you can fit in here basically your wallet, your car keys, a lip gloss, your phone obviously. You can maybe fit a mini umbrella, but like I wouldn't go more than that, especially chunkier or bigger objects. Really I wouldn't fit them in here. I don't think they fit. It would just kind of, like I mentioned, change the shape of the bag, and that's not really, you kind of defeat the purpose of having your little Vespa. So I am very, very happy with the finished product. Like, I can't believe it. This just gives me like the urge to do this again with another bag. I'm so happy. Thank you to Monsieur Soriol for like giving new life to this bag. It even impressed my husband. And I'll leave all his information in the description box below for those of you who are interested. So if you're asking me if I did make the right decision to buy this at a really low cost, but like completely destroyed, and to revamp it, yes, I am very happy with my decision, and it does give me the urge to try this once again. And honestly, I did save a bunch of money. I will put some links of the pre-loved Vespa 29s in blue jean in my description box if any of you are interested in the bag. I do love this bag. I do love the subtlety and the mystery in it. I feel like not many people have heard or know about the Hermes Vespa. I surely didn't before purchasing this bag. So it's kind of like, if you know, you know. So you get to have an Hermes bag without like telling the world you have an Hermes bag. So it's kind of like your little secret, which makes me very happy. I hope you enjoyed my video. I really did enjoy my experience. Thank you to Monsieur Sorial. And if you do have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer. Please like the video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!